Hey everybody, it's Brooks here, Senior Pastor, First Baptist Church of the Islands. Thank you for joining me for today's 5 for 5. So as I'm recording this, the thunder has been rolling outside. It's dark. The clouds have changed since earlier in the day today. This is a Sunday evening and just a beautiful day, but man, those storm clouds are rolling in. And for a lot of people, you know, that's kind of where they are in life. You know, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever been in a place in your life where you could honestly say that in that moment you were without hope? I mean, really, that you felt like you were in a hopeless circumstance. Maybe it was when the bottom dropped out in some area of your life. Maybe it was a tragedy that you had experienced. Maybe it was a place of loss where you saw yourself as having no idea how you were going to move forward. You felt just absolutely hopeless. Or maybe it was an area of failure in your life where you just kind of had this overwhelming sense of, you know what, I'm never going to change. I'm never going to be any different. I am without hope. You know, being in a place like that, I think, is probably one of the worst places to be in life, where you feel like, for whatever reason, you have absolutely no hope. And oftentimes it's that feeling of being without hope that precedes sometimes the worst decisions that we can make, sometimes very drastic decisions that can have enormous implications for our lives and the lives of others as well. See, hopelessness will drive us to do a lot of things, but here's the good news. That for us in a relationship with Jesus, we truly are never at a place where we are without hope. No matter how badly the bottom drops out, no matter how far down we fall, listen, you are never without hope if you have a relationship with Jesus. In the book of 1 Peter, Peter is writing to a group of Christians that were scattered. Now, the circumstance was different in that they were facing a lot of persecution. And those were the specific sufferings in a lot of ways that Peter was talking about in the context of 1 Peter. And so understand that when he talks about sufferings, he's talking more than likely about the persecutions and the struggles that they were facing. But what I'm about to read here applies to any circumstance, I believe, where we feel as though our hope is being shaken. Hey, listen what he says here in 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 10. He says, "After you have suffered for a little while, the God of all grace, who called you to his eternal glory in Christ, will himself perfect, confirm, strengthen, and establish you." There's some things in that verse I really love. This is such a powerful verse. Peter says, in the midst of your suffering, that God is a God of all grace, right? He has everything that you need. But at the same time, Peter also says that it's this God who has called you as a Christian to his eternal glory in Christ. It's not always going to be this hard, right? No matter what struggle you may face today where your hope has been shaken, you have an eternal home waiting for you if you're a follower of Jesus. But Peter goes on to say that it's God who will himself perfect, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. God takes the responsibility to do his work in your life. And whenever we come to a place where we feel as though maybe all hope is lost, or we're never going to make it through, or we're never going to change, or whatever it may be where our hope is shaken, remember there's a God in heaven that you know through Jesus, if you're a follower of Christ, who takes responsibility to do these 4 things: to perfect, to confirm, to strengthen, and establish you. Hey, listen, that one verse alone reminds us that we are never at a place without hope. And I don't know where you are today. I don't know if your hope has been shaken in these recent days, but just remember through Jesus that you've got a Father who loves you. You have a God who is for you and not against you. And he takes responsibility for your life. The best thing you can do is fix your eyes on him. Take your worries, take your struggle, take the difficulty, that area of suffering even in your life. Take it to him. Surrender it to him, and then see what he does to intercede, to ultimately place himself in the midst of your struggle to bring you through the other side. Hey, maybe you know somebody today who can benefit from this video. All week long, our pastors are going to be talking about this topic of hope. So I hope you'll tune in. Hope you'll share them with others. Like it, forward it on to those that you think can hear. And be sure to check out tomorrow's video in our 5 for 5 series on hope this week as well. Hey, you have a great day. God bless you.